Welcome back to Arma 3, folks. We're going to dive right in. Plan is to take the airfield tonight. We'll see how that goes. The first thing I'm going to do is move my HQ. Let's roll in style here. We're already pretty far down south. I'm thinking about going down in here. We just roll stuff up as needed. There we go. We're off to a great start. Already banging into trees. Probably should have recruited an engineer before I did that. Alright, let's slow down to sub-light speed here. Woo! Okay, we got a watch post to go around here. How are we going to get there from here? Alright, so we need to go down this road straight ahead. Got a lot of guys at that roadblock. Lots of dudes. Another roadblock up here. Get around without killing anybody. Whoa, coming through. Let's see, I think I took over the seaport since or did I do that last time? I forget. It's all jumbled together. It's been a busy week. Anyway, we own the seaport now. I don't remember if I did that last stream or if I played a little bit. I played a little bit earlier today, putting out roadblocks. I might have also taken over the seaport. I honestly don't remember. At any rate, we took over the seaport. Got a bunch of roadblocks out now. All around the airfield. Just to mop up anything that hopefully comes out or into the airfield area. Whoa. Can I sneak past you guys? There we go. A little bit of lag there. I think that was probably the airfield loading in. Yep, we got roadblocks all over the place. Oh yeah, now I remember. I was doing that this afternoon. I sent high command squads down through here to make sure there were no enemy roadblocks. I forgot I was doing that while I was working this afternoon. Having the high command units wander around and then sending all these roadblocks out. You can only send one roadblock out at a time, so it can be fairly time consuming. So I think I did take over the seaport earlier today. It was easy to take over the seaport, but the enemy actually sent a tank up. So I captured another tank. That's the good news. Alright, I think I may be back in here. Am I clearish? Back in yonder. And we should be far enough from the airfield that they won't be spotting us. But I'll double check once we get stopped. This is fairly high visibility. I guess back in here is not too bad. It's kind of in a low spot. Alright, how are we looking? So, from the end of that... Oh yeah, we're over a kilometer, so... They shouldn't be spawned in and spotting us down here. Hopefully.
Copy that. Waiting. On the way. Ready.
Nice. Just waiting for it to kill me. That's happened before. Build HQ and it kills you. Classic Arma. Or better yet, kills Petros. Okay, now I want to make a bunker for him to get in. There's nothing else here. Take just a little bit. And then I know I've got a medical drone. I'm going to send it up and see if we can recon with it. I'm not sure what its capabilities are. There we go. Magic hand waving. Got ourselves a bunker. It's not much, but it's hopefully better than nothing. Now, will you stand in here? Okay, good. Do-do-do-do-do-do. me go ahead and throw that back in the garage. Alright. Well, it would have saved there, so it's fine. So I want... Wait, isn't that in backpacks? Oh, I'm on vests. Herp-a-derp. Oh, no, I picked up some regular drones. There's the medical drones. Somewhere along the line, I picked up a regular one. Cool. And then a terminal. I need the UAV terminal. Alright, cool. So we actually have a regular spy drone. Nice. So let's have you go there. High altitude. And let's have you like hover over there. Have you loiter over there at high altitude. And we'll see how that goes. Against my better judgment, I'm going to give them a vehicle.
Reinforcements have arrived. Be advised, you've got a new vehicle on standby.
See if they can manage to make it over there alive.
Be advised, reinforcements have arrived. Reinforcements have arrived.
All right, sally forth.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Move to grid C 100337.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Where's a good spot for you? I'm putting you there. Oops. Why are you not moving? Hey, numbnuts. What's your deal? now you want to move. Well, woke him up from whatever stupor he was in, I guess. How's the old mortar team doing? Oh, you actually got up there and you got set up. Look at you.
Be advised, reinforcements have arrived.
What's up, Dave?
Reinforcements have arrived. Reinforcements have arrived. Be advised, reinforcements have arrived. Reinforcements have arrived.
I'm not too bad. I'm gonna try to take over the airfield. Let's get some dudes moving. So we got squads. So let's have you guys go up there. You guys move up there. And then open UAV terminal. Yeah, look at that. All right, so can I... Oh, I can't call them in, huh? That's unfortunate. I have to do it the old-fashioned way. I think it's right there. Yeah, we picked up a drone somewhere along the way. Got a couple of them. So I'm using that as my little spy drone. Nothing else we can do, BDA. Alright, then we'll get the usual barrage down through there. Battery is busy right now. So it's putting 23 rounds between those 2 points, according to the thing. Walk you right through there. Excellent. Then I'm going to move him when he gets done with that fire mission. Alright, he's done, so let's have him back off. And come over here. Because they'll go out and try to attack him. How much money do I have? I should have enough money.
Be advised, reinforcements have arrived. Reinforcements have arrived. advised. Reinforcements have arrived. Reinforcements have arrived.
Can't remember how many people fit in this tank.
Reinforcements have arrived.
I don't expect this tank to survive because AI is so good with anti-tank, but we'll see if we can do some damage.
Copy that. Negative. Cannot comply. Cannot comply.
Oh, I can only take 3 dudes in here.
Standing by. Standing by. Ready. On the way.
Alright, well, you guys
Copy.
just chill. Oh yeah, this is really loud, headphone warning. I have my earplugs in. Can't mute the sound of freedom. Something like that. Alright, squads are still kind of moving up. Just hope the mortar did some good. Why are you guys so slow? Can't do that while I'm in the tank, I guess. Alright, fine. A huge sitting target right here. But sure, let me just hop out. The mortar is still up. Did I do any damage? Was I not close enough? Maybe I wasn't close enough to stuff. It wasn't actually spawned in. That would be kind of a bummer. Dang it. Release. And then exit. There we go. Oh, of course it's still moving, so I can't do it. Well, crap. Yeah, I don't think I was close enough. That's too bad. All right, give me 5 minutes. We'll get this engine started back up. It has a turbine, so it takes a little while. Can we go hold down somewhere over here? We try to run over these dudes. Okay, everybody, advance, attack, blow up crap. Come on, kill it. Just kill it already. No? Why can't I see stuff? Okay, I don't know what's going on. Well, that was fun. Alright, whatever. I don't know why he won't shoot stuff I tell him to. Get some of those statics taken down. Can you get him? Yeah, he's taking out the statics, which is good. A little too close. Hey, Sandoval. It's gonna be a little hectic here. Can't I get... Wait, did they fall out of the tank?
Waiting.
Did they bail out of the tank? What the heck's going on here?
Solid copy. Standing by.
Alright, 3, I need you to get in as gunner.
No, sir.
Nope. Turret's completely down, huh? Yeah, a little bit of an upgrade. Oh, it's really hard to fight, though. Trying to command troops and drive a tank, and the gunner won't do what I tell him to do. Good times. Apparently, when we got hit by that AT rocket, the 2 guys ejected. I don't know why they did that. So we took a big hit on the turret. It's jammed. Yeah, mass confusion. Stop!
Cannot comply.
Alright, throw that back in the garage. Alright, everybody regroup.
Report position.
Alright, back over here. What's our high command units doing? Probably ought to have you move again. I don't know why this squad is so slow. These guys are probably getting pummeled by the mortar. I'm going to tell them all to attack the mortar. Except for him, he's attacking that stuff. Alright, let's go see if we can get her dudes. I should have grabbed a vehicle probably. Oh well. We'll just hoof it. Got to turn off fatigue.
Report position.
Yeah, I can't tell him to do anything, so he's...
Copy that.
Just tell them to stop. Yeah, I can't tell them to do anything, so they're down, waiting to be revived. I don't know if we'll get up there in time. I guess that's just an Arma thing. You get hit by a rocket and your crew bails out. Kind of makes sense in some ways, but we just took a hit to the turret. The rest of the tank was fine. Changed my loadout a little bit. Standard loadout. Got rid of the underbarrel 40 mic. Got rid of the backpack. Lightened up my load a little bit. Be a little more maneuverable. I didn't really use the noob tube that much anyway. Alright, can I tell Dimitru to... No, I can't tell him to go help that dude. Fair enough, we'll try to find him. We were buzzing around here-ish. I don't know if we'll be able to find him, though. I'm not sure their group markers show up when they're down. It's always my medic. The medic's like the red shirt of Arma. Medic's always the first one to get hit. Battery's busy right now. Alright, fair enough. So BAF has been trying to make up inroads up here. I'm hoping my roadblocks will hold them off. I need to get that mortar down. I was hoping my mortar would take it out, but apparently it didn't. See, the AI can place down sandbags and stuff. That mortar's in sandbags, so unless you get a direct hit on it, it's pretty safe. Alright, you guys, let's go in a wedge. BF is executing unknown support. Alright, I'm hoping my anti-aircraft is still up. Oh, we got some of the towers. I see one of the big towers is blown up. Now we got a jet up. That sucks. Got a good view on it, so hopefully my dudes can spot it. They bombing their own airfield? Pretty much. Okay. You do you, AI. Well, that probably finished off whatever was left of my guys. Hello, dudes? Oh, we got the airstrike vessel. Nice. Of course, it was after they dropped the bombs, but... So, we took a hit over here somewhere. Nah, they're dead. Alright, we still have dudes up.
I see enemy northwest of me.
Go ahead and engage if you got a target. Oh, there's one. Where is he? He was right by the smoke. There he is. Ah, it's my own. God, I do that every single time. Good shot. I'm the best. All right, watch your fire zones there, dude. I've been known to shoot my own folks. We were taking fire from that direction, and as soon as I pulled the trigger, I noticed he had short sleeves on. Dang mortar.
I'm changing my magazine.
Oh crap, that was the wrong target. Can't quite tell where my rounds are impacting.
I'm going to reload. I've got your back, brother.
Yeah, I know. When it's my own dude, I dome him. Thanks, chat. Glad you got my back. That one's down. Gotta get these gunners in this middle one. Am I taking mortar up yet? My mortar is dead. Alright. Well, answers that question. So we can go help 3. Yeah, we're toast.
Soldier, 300 meters west.
Oh, this thing's out of battery. It's falling. Perfect. Right as I take control of it, it's out of battery and falling down. That's pretty funny.
MG, 400 meters northwest. Position. Soldier, 200 meters front. Engaging target. Engaging target.
Covering fire.
Persistant, 200 meters front.
Hey, help! Stop me,
200
stop me!
meters just up ahead. Rifleman, 200
Yeah,
meters.
so glad I can see stuff.
No can do. Static MG, 300 meters northwest.
Damn it, I'm hit! Reloading magazines!
Don't mind me, guys. Not up here shooting at you.
Go!
Report position.
Weapon sway!
MG, 300 meters, northwest.
These guys made of. Oh, ow.
6, 5,
Hey,
fire.
Mortar found us.
Matt, 200 meters, front.
Just stand there. I'm sure you won't get hit. Whee! Serpentine! It hurts. So I don't know if you guys noticed while I was shooting that one group of guys, another whole group just spawned in right underneath the tower. That's why it's kind of hard to defeat these folks. Eh, they get low on guys, they just spawn more in. So yeah, another whole group just spawned in there, bottom of that tower. Yeah, this is going great. This is going great. You guys are on your own. Heal up if you can. Have anything left in my squads? The slowest... These guys must be belly crawling all the way up there or something. I don't know what's going on. Anti-tank team that I told to attack that tank is over here on the shore. Because reasons.
Target neutralized.
Hey, good job, 4. You took somebody out.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Fast mover, 600 meters, back.
Alright, we'll get a mortar team headed up there.
What's your position?
My position is tenuous at best.
Reinforcements have arrived.
See, if I want more dudes, I have to purchase them and then have them move up. They don't just magically appear. Once more into the fray. More meat for the grinder. Alright. I want to pop in over here and hope for the best. Alright, I think my dudes are up on this hill.
Matt, 800 meters, northwest.
Not sure any of these guys. So 4 is still up. Get you 4.
3-0, 1-2, 0-2.
No, two's still up there somewhere.
We got the man down.
3's had it. 5's out. Or he would have responded by now. Remember that grenade launcher I didn't think I would need?
West.
Casualty! We are taking a casualty!
Probably should have popped the smoke. outside, I don't see any helicopters buzzing around. We're doing that. Is that... Oh, the darter's on the map. Nice. Oh, come on!
Man down!
I worked so hard on him.
Rifleman, 300 meters. Cross.
Need some frames. Just spawned in more over there. Run away! Once they're used up, they're gone. Got to put my dang earplugs in.
With 01302 liner. Hit. Man down.
Who's that? Must be one of my high command dudes. They're wearing, like, my normal uniform.
Copy that.
Alright, we need to get out of here. Mortar's got our number. Speaking of orders, you're not available yet. Of course not. There you go. Skyline yourself up there. That'd be great.
They're suppressing me!
Who's suppressing you?
On the move!
Oh, those guys are still up. Yeah, I guess got a little bit of sway going on. Just a tiny bit.
Rifleman, 100 meters to the right of us.
Look out! One of our men is hit!
Just you and me, bud. Who's hit? Alright, still got HMGs up over there. I don't know where Tweedledee went. Can't tell friend from foe, unfortunately. Think that's enemy? Looks like their uniform. That's definitely enemy over there. Oh, for crying out loud. Enemy commander's like, don't worry, we'll spawn in more. Alright, how are things looking on the high command front? Nobody's doing anything. Awesome. The mortar's back up, though. HE, single point. I need you to rain hell right there. Go for it. Dimitri, buddy, are you still with me? No, I think he got artilleried. He got mortared into the ground. A nice looking jet. Be a shame if something happened to it.
Look, enemy to the west.
That mortar fire is way off.
Hold fire.
And it explodes harmlessly. Awesome. I don't think that mortar fire did anything. Alright, everybody. Alright, this is going to be dumb. Everybody, come here. That wasn't any friendly fire. Hush.
Hey!
Oh, hey. It's swaying all over the place! Now I'm gonna die. Stupid weapon sway. Did my own grenade just get me? Or did he happen to dome me at the same time? That went great. That weapon sway is just, it's a killer. But the AI doesn't have weapon sway. You don't have a dang rocket in it? Oh, for crying out loud. Where's the dang, rockets for this?
Loading, loading!
have arrived. Reinforcements have arrived. Reinforcements have arrived. Reinforcements have arrived.
Let's go, fellas.
Copy that. Waiting. Waiting. Ready. Ready.
Wait, is nobody on the gun?
Copy.
A face full of dirt, apparently. I hope since I had some high command folks around that doesn't mean all the gunners have now respawned. Like, I hope they kept them dead. Yeah, we got a fast mover. Which I would love to take out. But I doubt we'll be able to get a clear shot. As soon as I get back in, it'll come back. Alright, onward. To victory! So hope it hasn't spawned in more AT guys. Alright, engage at will. That ain't good. Where the heck's that coming from? It's the jet. Awesome. That went well. What the? Oh, that's right. That thing has guys in it. I forgot all about that. And none of the 50,000 mortar shells I dropped happened to hit that, so, you know. Yeah, they're killing us. None of the other vehicles on the base have people in it. I forgot that one does. I blew it up the other day. Apparently it's back. Alright, well. That went great. See, now I don't have my launcher, so the jet's flying around.
Enemy spotted, southwest!
High command still being told to go there, but nobody's really doing too much about it.
Grid 0, 0, 9er, 0, 2, 8.
Yeah, they're unconscious. All right, beautiful.
Be advised. Reinforcements have arrived. Reinforcements have arrived. Reinforcements have arrived.
Report position. Copy. Waiting. Ready. Welcome.
Somewhat. Would you just get in already? I'm gonna get blown up in my own base.
Waiting.
Hey, I know where there's an anti-air launcher. Woo! In before smack into a tree.
Report position. Welcome. Standing by. Roger. Report position. Standing by.
How did that guy end up there with a machine gun? I don't even know, but okay. It must be part of the machine gun crew. All right, I need 3 and 6.
Welcome.
Let's make sure that they're actually following. Oh, dang it. Come on. Whoa, did we actually hit that thing? Yeah, I think it finally cooked off.
Standing by. Grid 0, 1, 1, 0, 2, 5. Grid 0, 0, 9, 0, 2, 8. Fuck, man down. Got a man down.
Hey, help me! Hey!
Enemy spotted. Man, half a plate. Bearing 330.
Okay, 3 and 6. Get in.
Area clear. Waiting.
Area clear. Right. Everybody engage at will. Yeah, something finally got that thing that blew us up. And anytime you want to shoot would be great. All right, 3 and 6, you guys can get out.
Copy. Ready.
Form on me. This guy's floating in the air up there. With the dang launcher.
Mortar. 100 meters. Mortar. 75 meters. Right.
Guy caused me a lot of grief. No medic for you. Alright, where in the heck's all my high command? It'll spawn in a replacement shortly. No, don't worry about it. It'll be alright. Alright, 3 and 6. Actually, did I turn on auto heal? I did not ever turn on auto heal. Oops. I'd explain something.
Loading!
Solid copy. Ready. Roger.
The truck I brought won't take a crate.
Ready.
And I don't see the normal cargo truck here. Okay. Weird stuff in it. So I need a dang truck that will hold a crate. Well, maybe I could just throw everything in here. No, he's already on the gun. Never mind. Doesn't have the little gunner symbol. Oh, no, it does. It's just really hard to read. Alright, here's what we're going to do, chat. I'm going to loot in a little bit of a scripty way. So I want to... So I wrote a script that lets me like loot everything into a crate. So I'm going to run that. And then hopefully the entire server doesn't crash. Actually looting? No, it does not appear to be working for some reason. Oh, right. You get rid of that. There we go. So I made it to use with Vindicta, but it comes in handy here sometimes too. So it loots, and then it puts a little orange flag by all the bodies that it's looted, which in this case I'm looting a huge radius, so. Load supply blocks into the nearest vehicle. Nope. Okay. Loot into there. Oh, it's only going to take 2 minutes, folks. Yes, Anagal, those are some of my high command units. They're finally wandering onto the airfield like I told them to half an hour ago. Did you just steal a launcher out of there?
Anybody got ammo?
And are you a bad guy that just spawned in? Is that a bad guy that just spawned in? I can't move. Guys? What happened? It looked a lot like an enemy. Can somebody shoot the enemy? So the downside of me using that script is it put a ton of loot in this box, which so it takes forever to use the ace loot transfer to the vehicle, but hopefully it'll transfer everything. And then I'm going to hightail it for base. Right after I take the flag. And hopefully garage all these vehicles. I need to blow up that jet. Needed me to clear their path, apparently. Alright, good. It transferred all that crap. Yeah, I think those are my guys. I don't know. Yeah, the dude. I'm not sure where he came from. Anyway, I need to clear the flags. So they're not taking up. There we go. Taking up memory or anything. Okay. I want to blow up. Yeah, I really want to blow up that airplane. This is not loaded. Beautiful. But you happen to have a rocket? A rocket would be great about now. Alright, clear the back blast. Ready for me to completely miss this? No, I don't trust you, dude. That's full. I can't do that. All right. Well, let's do this. Let me take the flag. We'll see if we can get some of these vehicles. Actually, no. Let me leave my dudes here. Switch your gun. There you go. Actually get
Copy that.
you out.
Ready.
You get in there as driver. It's way too quiet. I'm expecting a huge counterattack any second. So I want to get these vehicles close to the flag so I can claim the flag and then just throw them in the garage. And then they'll be mine to use in the future. That one we don't need. Let me see what loot's in it. Alright, you can actually head back to base. 7. Go there. Think you can handle that? Alright, that vehicle cooked off, right? No, actually, I think that's probably fixable.
Ready.
So awkward to try to get your guys to do stuff. Vehicle command, switch seats to gunner.
Understood.
Fix that up. So they didn't completely destroy it. What's in you? Anything? Nah, just first aid kits. So we don't even care about you. I think they blew up all my anti-air, for the most part. Some member of that squad is still over there. Yeah, all the squad never has even made it. Alright, well I guess we just got that one, and then when we get that fixed. It's not rocket science, dude. Just fix it. Is it drivable at all? No. Ah, crap.
Ready.
Yeah, sorry, Dave. Commandeer what? Got distracted. No, I can't. Well, I don't have, well, I don't have a use for it. Maybe. I'm not sure. I might have to, like, taxi it over here. You know, to store it once I take the airfield.
Ready. Waiting.
Well, here goes nothing. I don't know how close to the flag you have to be to garage stuff. Oh, wow. We just unlocked a ton of stuff, too. Let me see if I can grab this plane. Yeah, they're going to come in and, like, last time I took this, if you were here for the last stream, we had, like, Apaches and all, we had just a giant shitstorm show up. So I'm kind of expecting that same thing to happen. Oh, nice. All right, I'm gonna cheat right down to this end of the airfield. AI cheats all the time, so I don't feel bad. You and the vehicle need to be in a CCM garrison strength. Okay, so these are too far away. Weird. I'm not sure why I couldn't get in. Can I hover taxi in Arma 3? Is that a thing? Probably not.
Warning, altitude. Warning, altitude.
There we go. Cheat mode engaged. Yeah, she's a little loud. Sorry about that.
Caution, gear down.
Oh crap, here they come! Where's the brakes? Where's the brakes? Somebody showed up. Oh, I don't have your rockets left in here, do I? Here they come. We're all gonna die. Holy crap! Every man for himself. Yeah, this is how it ends. We had the airfield for 5 minutes. No, stab it! Stab it! The heck are you? Oh, for crying out loud.
Coming up. Get caught. This is
Between the lag and... yeah.
rally up.
That was ridiculous. I think a ricochet killed me. Oh, that's so hard to move. I needed AI on there because they can shoot it a lot better. Not sure.
Form on me.
Tooth.
Critical damage.
Petros has been killed. What? How'd they find Petros? Did I miss the defend Petros? I probably missed it in all the excitement. Well, we pretty much just lost.
Man down.
I can't see anything. Can't close the map because, you know, Arma. Oh, do I have to pick a new headquarters? Is that what it's waiting on? Oh, okay. There's a little sandbag bumper wasn't enough, I guess. Yeah, I don't see a defend Petros. I don't know. Usually if they're coming to attack him. Yeah. That went great. That went great. I don't think we have any anti-air left. No, attack them. Hey, we got some stuff in our garage. Oh man, that just gets ridiculous. They hit, I don't even know how many helicopters that was. That was so crazy. So did it put my new... Why didn't it put me at my new base? I'm confused. So we lost a bunch of stuff. But I don't know. I might just consider that a complete loss. Because that's the way it used to work in the original Antistasi. Back in the day. Drive like the wind. Where are you? You are F2.
Move to grid 008-031 on the way. Get in that vehicle. Wilco.
We're too far away, I think, for this to even matter. I'll send a couple AA trucks down there. Not sure what all we lost. Let me do a garbage clean. That should help the frame rate a little bit. Yeah, there are at least 4. A couple Apaches. Fellas? Alright, so I moved the waypoints, now they're going. No, don't run into each other. Alright, well, do we still have enough stuff unlocked that I can get my loadout? I don't know what all we lost. We still got that. Still got that. So got the vest. So got the helmet unlocked. So got my rangefinder unlocked. I think we're mostly okay. I don't know what all we lost. Like, you lose part of your arsenal instead of just losing the game completely. But I don't know. That's... To me, that's pretty much a loss. Because, yeah. There's just so much going on. It's hard to keep track of it all when you're playing solo. That was on me. I don't know... Maybe because I sent my guy back, they spotted that vehicle and then they saw Petros? There's contact everywhere. Holy cow. So if I wanted to cheese it, I could save right now and then exit and then come back in and reinforce the airfield. But I'm not going to do that. But I am going to teleport back down to the airfield. Definitely still helis flying around. Crap, how do I get out of here? So it'd be nice to be able to reinforce this, but I don't think I can because the enemies are too close. BF mortars. BF mortar has opened fire. Lovely. See, these things are so hard to use. I think these guys are dead. Pretty sure they're dead. Like, this is me moving the mouse as much as I can. Definitely enemy troops around. Dang it.
Copy that. Waiting. Enemy spotted. Gunship. West.
Guess I forgot to put their earplugs on. Oh, I don't have enough money on my personal... Oh, son of a... You kidding me? Get him, Gekis! Get him! Get him! Oh, for crying out loud, I just want to get in. Okay, another half an hour, I'm going to have this turned around. I'm sliding my mouse 3 feet at a time across my gaming mat. Come on! Come on! Alright, where'd he go? There he is. Close that up. He's getting some hits on him. Oh, that got him. Got his engine. Nice. Alright, I'm terrible on that thing. I don't have money, so I have to teleport up here. So stupid. Like, I don't have my own money. Oh my gosh, they took all my money. Holy cow! Oh man. That sucks. They took, yeah, I've only got like 18 grand left. I had like 150 or some crap. All right, unit recruitment. Give me a couple riflemen. There we go. All right. You get in there, and you get in there.
Ready. Ready.
Yeah, apparently assets includes
Copy.
cash, because they took almost all my cash.
Solid copy.
Oh, man.
Ready. Area clear.
Out of money again, I think.
Understood.
Yeah, I had like
Standing by.
at easy 150 grand. Now I've got 21. We can build that back up, though. Here goes my anti-aircraft trucks, finally. Just need to hold this for a bit. If there's no enemies around, I might be able to garrison this. I have to be up here to do that. We could hold on to this airfield. That would be huge. Ah, there's too many enemies nearby. Alright, fine. I don't know where they're at. And one thing I didn't do was save while I was up there. So where's the enemies? Alright, ask and you shall find out. Somebody got blowed up. Is that an enemy soldier over there? It's not giving me target information like I'm calling out an enemy, so I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, those are my high command troops. Okay, good. That's why I double checked. If it dies, it wasn't an enemy. You guys are a bunch of bastards. Alright, why can't I garrison this? That's what I want to know. Hey, welcome to the party, anti-aircraft truck. Where are they sending the QRF? You just said they were sending the QRF. It didn't say where, though. Alright, I don't have enough money for troops. I need to be able to garrison this. Enemy bird spotted! It's an actual bird. I hear helis, though. Alright, anti-air. It's gonna be your time to shine. I hear him coming. There they are. Get him!
I see enemy to the northeast.
Get him! Good hits, good hits. Yeah, there you go. Oh, we got more.
Target out. I see enemy to the north.
Aggression level extreme. Beautiful. It's just what I need. I'm curious if those guys have any loot that's worth getting. I don't know if I'll be able to find them. They fell out of the heli as it crashed over here. Yeah, here they are. I think they just have standard stuff. Where's all your rifles at, guys? Well, they're all in a pile here. Alright, well let's loot up. Do. Alright, I'm gonna have to do some script magic again. Loot the crate. Boom. There we go. It's too heavy to drag? I can't even drag it? There we go. Now we're close enough. I'll put it in the ace cargo. I don't think these guys had anything special, but we'll see. Alright, and then I want to... Dang it. Clear those flags out. Alright, cool. I'm curious, if I garage the crate here, does it still get added to the arsenal? Not sure how that works. Still enemies around. Alright, so garage you and garage you. Now normally, if you're at your headquarters, that puts the stuff in your arsenal. I don't know if that... Oh, it did! Nice. Okay, cool. Now we know we can loot stuff here, too. Okay, is there any enemies around, my dudes? I believe those are my guys over there behind that. Kind of tempted to try to garrison this place. It's letting me buy stuff. So I should be able to garrison things. Alright, I'm sending everybody home.
Solid copy. Standing by. Wait. Ready. Ready.
We're pulling out. There's nobody down there right now. It should let me recruit. Oh, there's no enemies nearby. That's BS. We cleared them all out. Oof, man. Had so much money. But it'll build back up. We got some stuff. We unlocked a bunch of stuff, but I didn't see what all it was. It was like some smoke grenades and stuff. I don't know if it was anything cool. I found a suppressor, but I've only seen one guy with a suppressor. Be nice to start getting that stuff unlocked. BF aggression is still extreme. Alright, all my dudes are out. There's one contact report left. I find it hard to believe that there's enemies close, because it let me buy stuff. Normally you can't buy stuff either if they're too close. What do you say, Petros? Can we reinforce this? Unless the radius is just huge for an airport. I don't know. So what do you think, chat? Petros died. We lost a ton of money and some gear. Do we keep going? I do have the airfield for right now. But that could change in a heartbeat. Especially once the Russians start steamrolling across here. But I think I'm going to call it here. And we'll see if we can hang on to it next time. Kind of a bummer that Petros died, but that was my fault. I got distracted. There was a lot